Hey, so a week ago today, I shared an update on my last Tier 3 appointment with NHS Weight Management. And I said about how they were going to refer me to Tier 4, which is surgery, bariatric surgery. But I didn't know how I felt about that. I've always been a hard no. And so many of you, and I mean so many of you, have been so helpful. You've reached out either via the comments or DMs and sent your personal experience. And it has helped more than any of you could know. The psychologist I was seeing over Tier 3 recommended a book, Living with Bariatric Surgery. So I have ordered that. I haven't started reading it yet because the bank holiday, we were quite busy. I'll let you know how I get on with that book. But I wanted to pop on today and give you an update on my thought process. With being able to share with all you guys who have either in the same position as me and thinking the same way I am, but still going down the Tier 4 pathway because you also want to make an informed decision. And then there was you guys who, some people have only just had the surgery. Some people had the surgery 9-10 years ago. Sharing your experiences. Some people were having a slight gain quite a few years after surgery. I'm waffling on now, but what I was trying to say is like chatting with you and sharing your experiences has really made me think that I could possibly do this. The Tier 4 team do have to have an MDT meeting, multidisciplinary team meeting, to check my eligibility and if I would benefit from it. That can take a few months if they decide if I'm a yay or a nay, and then it's up to me to decide after that. My thought process is taking two different directions. The first is that I'm due a total left knee replacement anytime soon. I'm still waiting to hear on the date. I've had my pre-op and everything. I injured my knee 36 years ago. I've spent the majority of my life with deformities in my left leg. I've already had 2 surgeries to straighten that leg, but having this knee surgery is likely to be life-changing on my mobility, my fitness, my endurance. So I do think I do need to see how I am after recovery and see, how I get on with weight loss after that. But my second thought process is it's considering options I never thought were possible. When I first started my GLP-1 journey, I was fast approaching 23 stone. I'm now low 18 stone brackets. I haven't weighed recently, but I've been maintaining. So I do need to check that. And on a GLP-1 medication, my goal was to get to 14.5 stone. That would take me to my lowest weight in about 25 years. I wasn't an overweight child. I was a very skinny child. I only started to put on weight once I moved in with Lee. Not that I'm blaming him. And having kids and, yeah. But the weight I put on was horrendous compared to me being sort of 8.5 stone when I met Lee. And I thought that with the GLP-1 medication, reaching 14 stone 7 and 5'6" would leave me, I don't hate my plus size body, but I thought that would have a huge benefit on my long-term health and my mobility, etc. But the thought of having surgery, that means I could possibly reach 9.5, 10 stone. So that's like doubling the rest of my weight loss goals. I can't imagine living life at that weight. It would be more life-changing than I could ever imagine. So yeah, this was just me giving you guys an update on where my thought process is going, because we don't know what the future holds. I might not go for surgery. I might. I don't know. But just updating you along my way. You know the drill. If you've got any questions or you want to share any of your own personal experience, please feel free to do so. You don't have to comment. You can send me a DM. And all the information that's sent through DM is 100% private. I will never share your details with anybody. Thank you so much for listening. 6 minutes. God, I've got to edit this down. I can't talk. Bye. That's what I'm trying to say.